Hi everyone, Mike here. I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about Printful, and here's the reason why. I guess this video is targeted for people that are just starting out, people that are getting introduced to the print-on-demand business, and maybe if you're somebody that's considering opening up a store on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, and you're wondering, what company do I choose to print my products? Uh, the answer is Printful. I've actually put some time into thinking about this. I've uh, tried to compare companies and websites like Teespring, Redbubble, Society6, all these different print-on-demand companies and platforms, and it always comes back to Printful. And I'll talk about some reasons why. So like I said, if you've been in the business for a while and you're familiar with Printful, you know everything I'm about to say. But if you're actually just starting out and you're saying, I'm not sure where to begin, this is the solution, and trust me, we'll talk about, like I said, a lot of different reasons. I've left a link down below if you want to open up your Printful store. But I want to talk about some of the products that are available, and for me, the most important thing when actually choosing a platform is, besides products that are available, printing time, customer service, all that kind of stuff, shipping, it was the integration options. And again, I'll definitely talk about that, but for me, it was very important that I could simply, with the term is push, with a push, I could push products that are available on Printful to my Etsy store, my Amazon store, or my, even right now, eBay store. So Printful as a service has over 160 different products. So if you, for example, think about Amazon and merch by Amazon and what's offered, we're looking at, maybe, I can't remember if it's 6 or 7, maybe 9 products right now. 160 are available through Printful. Now, of course, it's a different animal, Amazon versus any of the other websites. But this isn't meant for for you to have that what would you call it, that free advertisement. This is for somebody who's starting their own business and actually being a strategic and careful in the choices of products that they're selling. Maybe you want to have a niche market where you, for example, are just selling skirts, right? So that's the reason that Printful is the #1 choice, because you control a lot of this information that you're putting out there. So let's just take a few seconds and look at some of these products. Hoodies and sweatshirts starting from $17. You have hats, coffee mugs. You have different types of polo shirts, dresses, skirts, different types of t-shirts and tank tops. And we'll go into this. I'll click on it because you'll see all the different options. Leggings, posters, canvas print. You have socks. So again, a lot of, for example, and again, not only are you able to sell these products through different integrations, like I said, let's say on Etsy, but if you want to do in-person sales, if you want to directly target companies, let's say you want to do corporate branding and have that as part of your business, you can sell something like socks, right? Backpacks, all over shirts. It is amazing what's offered through this website. Before we go into some of these in detail, I want to keep going, and I want to talk about how it works. So let's say you build or you open up an Etsy store. And again, if you're interested in doing that, I've left the link down below again to open up your Etsy store. I think with the link down below, because it is an affiliate link, what happens is if you open up a store, you get 40 free listings. And as a thank you to me, Etsy will give me 40 free listings. So if you open up an Etsy store, now you have 40 free listings, and you can choose any of these products to list. And like I said, there's an integration option. So what you can do is you can actually link your Etsy store with your Printful account. And as you're listing products and generating titles, product descriptions are already done for you, shipping times will be integrated, all that kind of stuff is pulled directly from Printful to your Etsy store. And let's say you have a few listings live. When a customer actually makes a purchase, depending on your settings, you don't have to do anything after that, because Printful, part of the Printful service is that they will pick the product. They will actually, this is exactly what it says here. So the order is automatically sent to Printful, where it gets printed, packed, and shipped. And you're basically notified with the tracking number as the order is shipped. So you actually don't even have to update that information in Etsy or through eBay or Amazon, because the integration takes care of that for you. So even if you wanted to actually include a company label, your company's label, or an individual message, a thank you message to your clients, you're able to do that. So you're able to brand all these products, and your customers will never know that it's actually coming from a facility that isn't, your business. So they will never have an idea that it's coming from Printful warehouses, because it is completely branded as your product and as your company. Now, this is the best and the most exciting part of this for me. So, and again, we won't review all the different platforms that you can integrate with, but we're going to go over some of the biggest ones. So Shopify. So what does that mean? Let's say you open up a store through Shopify. Again, through the integration with Printful, you're able, so let's say if you have 1,000 designs for t-shirts, let's say, ready to go. You create a Printful account, you open up a Shopify store, and you can use those 1,000 designs to push 1,000 products to your Shopify store. Now, let's take it one step further. So let's say you have now opened up a Shopify store, and you're thinking, you know what, that's not enough for me. I want to open up an Etsy store. You're actually able to simply sync your products that are live on Shopify with your Etsy store. So this actually could take, and I don't want to be extremely generous here with time, but minutes, a few minutes, to push all your products to a different platform. You can do the same thing with Amazon. You can do the same thing with Inktail. And for me, what's very exciting, and this is somewhat of a recent development, it's the eBay integration. So like I said, if you have 1,000 designs ready to go, you can open up a Shopify store, you can open up an Etsy store, Amazon, eBay, and now you're looking at the minimum of about 4,000 products up for sale on some of the biggest platforms that are out there, some of the biggest online stores. Now, you can go much further. You can use those 1,000 designs on one type of product or different types of products, which again gives you the ability to have up for sale thousands and thousands of different products. And I'm not even taking into consideration different colors and sizes. So if you say, but you know what, I don't have that many designs, that's okay, because like I said earlier, out of the 160 product options, let's say if you have one design, you won't be able to put them on all the product. But let's say if you're able to put them on 100 products, With one design, you're actually able to have 100 products up for sale if that's your approach, if that's the approach to your business. It is incredible. For me, I can't tell you how amazing this service has been. I actually use Printful to sell on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, my online Shopify store, and a few other platforms like Inktel, even though I don't get any, I would say a few sales through Inktel, but all the other online stores are definitely what I would consider successful. Their warehouses, LA, Mexico, North Carolina, and actually they have one in Europe. Now, why is this amazing? Because if you have a customer that purchases, let's say a t-shirt, I'll just go with t-shirts, uh, through your Etsy store or your Amazon store or your eBay store that is based in the United States, or let's say even Canada, right, North America, but you sell it to somebody in France or England. Now they're not expecting those long distance or long term shipping times or fees because they're being shipped directly from Latvia. So the standard shipping time to your customers in Europe is 2 to 3 days now. So that's another very, very competitive uh, option that you're able to provide to your customers. Now let's look at some of the products like I mentioned before. And again, I'll go with everybody's number one t-shirts, right? So once you're ready to sell and you say, okay, I've decided I want to go with t-shirts, these are the types of options that are provided to you. Men's clothing, and again, it doesn't have to be men's, but you can look at all shirts. So we're looking at men's. So look at all these different men's t-shirt options. To me, this is incredible, right? So again, you can be in a certain industry, certain niche where you're only selling, high-priced products because these are, all over print men's crew neck t-shirts, and they start, at $28. The thing is, you don't have to go with the cheapest option, right? You're also able to, I guess, I wanted to see where it is, but there's an option for $8.99 or $8.95 t-shirts, right? So if you want to say, you know what, I actually want to sell t-shirts that cost $12.99, you have that option. So to me, all of this is actually incredible. The other thing that I actually wanted to point out that I just noticed recently, I want to see where this is they're trying something new, and they're currently right now doing beta testing, and it's actually jewelry. It's gold jewelry. It's not available here, but when I log into my account, it is an available option. So they're actually getting into jewelry sales that you're able to engrave for your customer and sell it that way. For example, even when it comes to hats, different types of hats, right? Uh, let's look at another type of product. So for example, they even have jackets. The other thing that I really like is depending on how creative you are, what kinds of designs you have available, uh, frame posters, right? This is the type of stuff that you're looking at. This is an incredible option. Canvas prints. So if you go here, it looks like it's one product, but look at these different options, right? And even the display pictures are incredible when you integrate this with your Etsy or your Amazon or your eBay store. So all this kind of stuff is is to me amazing. So in summary, what I basically want to say is if you're looking at print on demand and if you're looking at starting your own business, Printful is the way to go. Uh, if you're interested, what I would say is take a few minutes, visit the website, and actually go through some of this information and read up on it yourself. Because, in my opinion, I would say this is extremely user friendly, not only as a platform, as a website, but the business itself is for you. All you basically have to do is become the salesperson, right? Like I said, a lot of people think that this is an online sales platform, but it doesn't have to be. You can actually generate these sales in person. You can start in your own communities. You can approach different middle schools, high schools, different sports clubs. You can go to different, like I said, businesses. You can do corporate sales, because the options are endless. You have, like I said, over 160 products available for sale, and as you can see here, there's a sale every couple of seconds. The product quality is great. The customer service, and again, I'm speaking from experience now, the customer service for me with the Printful staff is incredible. The printing times are very quick. Shipping goes out as promised. Tracking is always provided and available. And if there are any issues, Printful staff are actually very happy to resolve it. Let me know if any of you guys are actually working with Printful. Are you using it? What's your number one selling product? Is there maybe another service that you feel is competitive? Is it better? Leave a comment down below. I'm curious. And as always, thanks for watching.